Hello and welcome to day 5 of Summerween. I don't feel like doing anything today, and I don't think I'm going to. I'm gonna sit here and read Butter. I am on chapter 10, and he's just decided that he is going to eat himself to death. And so he has a plan, he made a website, and now everybody at school is being nice to him. Hey Denny, say hi. It's real messed up. It's real messed up. Kids are so mean. God, I don't miss high school. Do not miss high school at all. Yeah, I really don't have any plans today other than reading, making a cocktail later, taking a bath. That's what I'm gonna do. I can't wait. I'm in it. I'm here. I'm excited. Let's go. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hi. It's Summerween day 6, and I'm on my way to work. I have to go back to work today. Last night I did not check in. I was a bad vlogger. I really didn't do much. I'm about 8 or 9 chapters into Tender as the Flesh right now. Woo! Oh my goodness. This book. Yeah, I'm starting to feel like maybe I should have taken a break and read my paranormal in between The Truth and this one. But you know what? I am enjoying it. I'm hoping to finish this book today and then go home, take a bath, and read more Butter. I did get a little bit farther along in Butter as well. The kids are working out how to keep it a secret, and he's getting respect for it from this group of just nasty boys. I gotta clock in. Okay, so I'm back at it. Got another 11.5-hour day. No surprise there. What a mess. I've got about 3 hours left of the audiobook for Tender as the Flesh. Man, it's really well done. I just looked into it a little bit more. It is a translated book, which I didn't realize, written by an Argentine author. I'll put it up here. And that's what I suspected. I think it's translated really well. They're just really, really diving into the morality of cannibalism and really exploring that concept. It's disturbing. It really is disturbing. I feel like throughout this process of Summerween and reading more horror than I have, and especially for the first time reading body horror, I'm starting to thicken my skin a little bit, which I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. There is a rape scene in this book, and it is on-page rape. Yeah, that triggered me. I guess I'm not used to seeing on-page rape. Like, it doesn't bother me if it's not on the page. I mean, it bothers me, but, you know, it doesn't trigger me. And that's from my privilege. I understand that. I absolutely understand that. As far as, like, blood and gore, like, I feel like bloody stuff, I've been desensitized because of all the true crime I listen to and forensic files and, you know, all of the thrillers that I read and things like that. That really doesn't bother me, but I think it's worth thinking about why. I think it's important to understand why we can be triggered by some things and not by others, and a lot of it has to do with privilege. But as far as this book goes, it's really thoughtfully written, and I appreciate it. Our protagonist is not necessarily a good person, but he is struggling with the cannibalism. You can see him going back and forth in his mind, and like how that affects his interaction with his family and his interaction with his workers and everybody else, and his own thoughts and his own mind. I just think it's really intriguing and really interesting. All right, y'all, I am out of here. Heading home from work. It's 7:12 p.m. and I forgot to wear my watch today. I'm so sad because I had some really hilly parts today and I was huffing and puffing, but I did finish Tender as the Flesh. I gotta say, I really liked this book. I mean, I thought I was going to, but I also thought it was going to gross me out like The Troop did, but it's classic. It's a classic dystopian. I don't understand why everyone wouldn't just become vegetarians. I would just become a vegetarian. I also kept thinking of Soylent Green. If you guys have ever seen that movie, I don't think it's a book, but it was a movie from like the 70s, and they mentioned it in this book, which I thought was really cool. I did think that the second half kind of slowed down a little bit. I was able to appreciate the quote-unquote grossness of this because it was telling me a story about something else, you know? It's using this quote-unquote this metaphor to talk about what we do to animals and to make you see those animals as if they were people. And because the way that they look at people in this book is how a lot of people view animals, and myself included, a lot of the times, where you just don't think of their feelings, you don't think of if they're being hurt or not. Like, obviously I don't like animals being hurt, but so much of this happens so far behind the scenes that it's easy to separate yourself from it. And this book makes you face that head on, and I appreciated that. I appreciated the discussion, and I think this would be perfect for a book club book. I'm gonna take a bath tonight and make a cocktail since I didn't do that yesterday. Definitely gonna do that today, even if I have to stay up late. I mean, it's already late, it's 7:20 now. I spent a lot of time today researching paranormal books because I really wanted to read, well, I was planning on reading either Grady Hendrix' My Best Friend's Exorcism or The Winter People by Jennifer McMahon, but I'm just not feeling that right now, you know what I mean? I'll check in later when I do my other things. Bye. Yes, I have hot air balloon bathtub. You wish you had a hot air balloon bathtub. Hand acting. Ever heard of it? Hand acting. So this is my situation. The prompt says, read a book in the dark. I give you reading a book in the dark. I'm counting this. It doesn't say read a book in its entirety in the dark. No. It says read a book in the dark. I can read one word and it would still count. So that's what I'm doing. I'm chilling. This is kind of great, actually. It's been a long day. I deserve this. I deserve this. Okay? I do know this book is killing it in a literal and fucked up sense. Okay, so I'm calling this the bloody old-fashioned. Yes. Oh, I just spilled. Oh my god! Oh my god! I'm going to enjoy my... Oh, look at my dirty-ass closet. Oh, geez. I'm going to enjoy my cocktail. And right now, as much as I want to keep reading butter, I have to start editing this video, at least like get all of my shots into one file. I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna read butter. It's 9:42. I gotta get up at 5. Well, my alarm goes off at 5. I gotta get up by 5:45 at the latest. I'm gonna call it a night tonight. Probably not gonna get to check in with you again. It sucks that I have to work tomorrow's the last day, and I can't read this book on audio. It is what it is. Hopefully I can finish it. I'm so bad with reading physically. I just need audiobooks to survive. Are you tired of people making vlogs that have scenes of them doing different things? Are you bored with people being creative? Are you bored with having variety in the videos that you watch? Well, you came to the right place, because here we are on day 7 and I'm doing the same damn thing I do every day. Monotony is fucking life. Jesus Christ. It's the last day of Summerween, and I, after so much time spent looking for a different paranormal book to read, have ended up reading Grady Hendrix's My Best Friend's Exorcism, as I initially wanted to do anyway. So I just started that book. I'm going to try to finish it by the end of the workday, and that's the plan so far. Liking it much better than Southern Book Club, but it's still early. I'm going to be really relieved if I like this, because honestly, I did not like Southern Book Club. So let's see what happens. It's fucking hot. What else? That's about it. I'm about to put my hair up because I can't even handle this braid. It is just like hanging there, and like the heat. Woo! All right, I'll check in later. Hello, friends. I'm back. Today is actually Friday, July 9th. I wasn't able to check back in with you yesterday. It was just a crazy day. My goodness, this has been a struggle. This was my first readathon. I have completed my first ever readathon, and I'm very proud of that. That was one thing that was on my 2021 reading goals, to do a readathon, and I have done it, but oof, I was losing some steam there towards the end of the week, and I've just been working 12-hour days and trying to juggle family life and books and everything else. It's just been crazy. So I don't know when you're going to be seeing this vlog, if it's even going to come out tomorrow, because I have to edit this whole vlog. I don't know why I left 3 days for the end, but anyway, I was able to complete My Best Friend's Exorcism yesterday. I was a little bit skeptical going into this because of my experience with the Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires. While he did use the same gaslighting trope in this book, and for a minute there, I thought it wasn't going to recover. I was about to like just be done with it. But I feel like he didn't dwell on it as much in this book, and I was able to recover. And I loved the end of this so much. And one thing that I've discovered is that Grady Hendrix is just so great at character writing, at making relatable characters. So far, all from the 2 books that I've read of his, he's only had female protagonists, which is an interesting choice. I still can't quite work out if he's misguided in his feminism attempts or not. I don't know. I have to sit on it. I have to think on it. Overall, it was pretty good. I mean, I loved the E.T. talk. I really need to watch E.T. now. I've seen it, but it's been a long time. All of the like 80s pop culture stuff was just so much fun. I loved our main characters, Abby and Gretchen. I loved their friendship. It gave you that feeling of satisfaction. I loved the actual exorcism itself and how that ends, how that works out. If you know, you know. He is slightly redeemed in my eyes. I wish I had read this first, so I would have gotten that little bit of taste of the gaslighting and maybe like warmed myself up into it for Southern Book Club, because for Southern Book Club, it's a lot more of the story and it's more frustrating. Denny, that's your reflection, bud. It's all right. Anyway, so I did finish that. I did not finish Butter. I just didn't have the time. I will finish this by the end of July. So if you want to see my thoughts on this, check out my July wrap up when that comes out. I got about 100 pages in, 105 pages, and I do think it's well written. It's definitely one of those easy reading type of books, not the content, but the writing style. And it really hasn't gotten so in depth yet that I can comment on like the book itself. But yeah, stay tuned to get that. Let's kind of go over what I did this week. I started out with No Exit by Taylor Adams, and I really loved it. I loved No Exit. It was super twisty, kept me on my feet. I really enjoyed that book. I was with it. I was there the whole time. Yeah, and I had so much fun. Secondly, I read The Troop by Nick Cutter. This is going to fulfill my horror book prompt as well as my orange on the cover prompt. I know it's kind of glary right now. I can't remember what I said I gave this, but the more I sit with it, the more I liked it. So I think I'm probably going to end up giving this a 4-star. And then after that, I read Tender as the Flesh, and that one I did really enjoy as well. Loved the classic dystopian kind of trope that was set up there. I loved the idea of thinking about this world. In general, in books, I like the idea of thinking about our world if we had gone on this tangent and what it would be like. And she's clearly, can you relax for a second? She's clearly thought out, just very well thought out, all the different dynamics of what could be going on in that. And that horror, that body horror didn't bother me as much as this one for some reason. This one's like, I don't know how to explain it because I don't want to spoil anything. I guess I only completed 4. So, and then we have My Best Friend's Exorcism. Overall, let's see, it's 1, 2, 3 horror books. No Exit, I think, is considered more of a thriller. And this one's a horror too. Actually, this might be a thriller too. I don't know what this is. But I'm counting 3 horror books. I feel like I'm starting to get my feet under me as far as horror goes, like in starting to get a feel for whether or not this is going to be for me. Part of me thinks that horror is kind of a natural escalation of thrillers, but on the other hand, nothing beats the just fast pace of a thriller and the suspense of a thriller. I'm not sure that horror does for me what thrillers do, but it's definitely something that I'm willing to explore more of and kind of pick from time to time. Although I gotta say right now, I am just ready for a romance or a sci-fi or something that is not horror, because I honestly feel like it's starting to affect my mental health. It's just been a crazy week. So excuse this video if it's not as well edited, because I just want to get it out while it's still relevant. Yeah, kind of be able to wrap this up and kind of get back to normal life. My house is a complete wreck. Like, everything has fallen to the wayside for Summerween, and I'm so glad I did it. I'm so happy to have read these because they're not ones that I necessarily might have just picked up, but now it's time to get my life in order because it's chaos. Yeah, that's where I'm going to end it. What did you guys read for Summerween? Let me know. Did you vlog? Let me know. Thank you, Gabby and Olivia, for putting this together, for bringing together all of the spooky readers, because we have like a safe space and it's easy to find each other. I've made some new connections throughout this. I'm really excited to get to know some of these new booktubers that have similar taste as I do. So yeah, it's just been a great experience all around. I appreciate you guys for hanging out with me. Thank you so much. Happy Summerween, and I will see you later. Goodbye.